Depression Baby. Stories about growing up in Appalachia and other things too. With my dad, Ray B. Rogers.
On August 16th, 1929, I came into this world kicking and screaming. I reckon that made me a Depression Baby.
Depression Baby is a World Songs media production. Brought to you by Depression Baby the Book, available in Kindle, paperback, and hardcover, and soon audiobook at raybrogers.com.
Youre Chicken. Being called chicken equates to being called a coward, maybe even worse. Whoever originated this derogatory term apparently had never seen two roosters going at it in a barnyard to determine who gets the pick of the flock. I refer to the flock of chickens happily walking about the yard, occasionally stopping to scratch up a delicious bug or worm, or maybe a bit of cornbread from the last feeding that everybody had missed earlier. Hens who are well fed and are not confined in a pen and who can wander around the yard wherever their little hearts desire actually sing as they stroll about. They sing a happy little song, the words only known in chickendom. After a mother hen has been setting for about 21 days on a nest of eggs, the baby chicks peck themselves out of their little round temporary homes. This hatching occurs provided that the eggs are kept warm enough and are turned regularly. Hens then become good little mothers who will flog any creature who comes near their helpless little wards. It doesn't matter how big the creature might be, the mother hen will come at them with her feathers fluffed out to make her look bigger than life, while charging the intruder in a threatening manner. Little children, and maybe the family dog, will go running away from an angry hen who defies the designation, Youre Chicken. Mother hens in the barnyard keep a watchful eye out for chicken hawks, who are prone to swoop down from the skies and carry away little chickens for a tasty meal. When a mother hen sees a circling hawk, she sounds a special alarm. The baby chicks, having been educated by instinct, know exactly what to do. They scatter to the winds, running for their very lives to find a sheltered hiding place. But mother does not run. She stands her ground to fight off the chicken hawks, willing to sacrifice her life for her babies. I suppose she is just being chicken. When the chicks grow a little larger and some begin to develop personalities, we would sometimes give them names. Seems that I named one young rooster Oscar. Since only one or two roosters at each household were needed to ensure survival of the species, these young roosters soon became mother's fried chicken, and they became the centerpiece of her Sunday dinners along with rice and gravy and hot biscuits. When I was a little boy, I would not tolerate those chickens being killed. I suppose I was, shall we say, chicken-hearted. After all, they had names, and I considered them to be my pets. In order to have a proper Sunday dinner, my older sister Sarah would take me for a long walk while the dastardly deed was done. They would cut off Oscar's head, dip him in hot water to loosen the feathers, then pluck the feathers. Next, a newspaper was rolled up and set fire to singe the hairs off the chicken. The chicken was then gutted and cleaned. The remains were then hidden from the little boy, who didn't know that the family was eating Oscar for Sunday dinner. If he had known, there would have been hell to pay. All that he knew was that Oscar was missing. Maybe the chicken hawk got him, or maybe a fox came out of the woods and carried Oscar away. He just never knew. The University of South Carolina named their athletic teams the Fighting Gamecocks. Who among you would approach one of the Fighting Gamecocks on the football field in Columbia, South Carolina, and call him chicken? Not I. And methinks that you're chicken too.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this episode of Depression Baby. And if you did, my dad has one important request. If this podcast brought a little smile to your day, would you please consider right now subscribing for free to the podcast and kindly leaving a nice 5-star rating and review on iTunes. You can make the difference in getting Depression Baby in front of a wider audience and help preserve this disappearing legacy. If you need any help with how to subscribe to the podcast, just go to raybrogers.com and look for the podcast tab on the main menu. Thanks to our audio and musical contributors, including our friend Lobo Loco. You can find out more about him and all the rest of the music and audio in the show notes at, you guessed it, raybrogers.com. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Depression Baby.